guys, back with another one. As you can see in the last video, I redid a whole seat literally for my wife. It's right here actually. I redid the whole seat. I had to customize this and cut it so this would fit in here, and then bolted it down. It all smoothed out, got the whole 9 for her. It's all electric, everything. So right now what I'm gonna do is, because the previous owner to this truck had, what do you call it? He had a, what is it called? He had cut the wires at the bottom for the seat to connect to the electricals in the bottom of the seat. So he cut the ones that go from the floor harness to the ones in the seat harness. So instead of going to the junkyard and cutting them out and then using them and rewiring them and using them, so I would take off the one that goes to the chair and then wire it to the chair, and then I'll take the one that goes from the ground off of that and then wire it to the ground one. But what I'm gonna do, because I don't really want to pay for something like that, I mean, I can, I'm sure the junkyard doesn't care. Some people have places where you have to pay to get in the junkyard. Some people got to take time away from work, or they got to take time from other things to go. If you don't want to and you happen to have these, like I have stuff like this, so watch, I'll have you see it right now. So what I'm gonna do, because there's female and male connectors, right? Or you don't have time to go to the junkyard, or it's Sunday and it's closed. So there's these, I'm gonna wire, or just put them on there, right? And this part is a female, because the part could just slide in. So I'm gonna wire this to one side of the wire, and then to the other side of the wire I'm going to put, so what I'm gonna do, usually for this one there's another thin one. It's just like pretty much the bottom part and you can shove it in there. But I don't have that, so what I'm going to do is, I happen to have these right here. So what I'm going to do is just put this inside of this. If it, you know what, that might not even work. It's sliding in out too much, so I might have to get the ones that just slide into it. Kind of sucks because I want them to be able to slide in and out, and this one slides in. Yeah, no, it holds. I guess I just wasn't putting it deep enough. No homo. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this won't come out undone easy unless you like yank it out. So that's cool. But there's usually ones that are meant to slide in. This right here, it's meant to slide in. It's just a flat part, so pretty much the same thing as this, but it's all just one solid piece, like the bottom of this, and then it just slides in there. So I mean, yeah, that works if you shove it in. Yeah, it doesn't back out like that. You got to really pull it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I don't feel like waiting. I would like the seat fixed already, so it's one last thing. Yeah, and I'm only giving this solution because, for one, it's not a big deal, the seat's staying in your car. You just need a way to take it in and out. And two, some people got to pay and go to junkyards, and then you got to put gas because you don't have gas, and you're like, fuck, I gotta put gas and then go pay to get in the junkyard, or I gotta pay gas and then I gotta go all the way over there. Like for me, my junkyard that I go to is about like 30 minutes away. So if you can imagine, for every little thing you're just going back and forth, back and forth. Now if I'm going to get something, like if I'm going to actually get something, like for instance, because I can't find them online, I don't know what they're called, so I am gonna go to the junkyard anyway, so I guess technically I could wait. Damn, now it's got me thinking if I should wait. It is tomorrow. I don't know. But I need the latches for the tailgate. So when the tailgate go up, it latches on these two things that stick out like this. And you can actually unscrew those, unbolt them. So yeah. And then two, if someone needs a harness over there, which I've cut harnesses before and then I kind of feel bad. But something like that, you know, if someone needed the harness, they could just take it, whatever. They need the whole thing, like they're rebuilding the whole car. And then by me contributing and everyone else, you're cutting all these pieces and they're coming out. The only reason why I cut the last one for the cigarette thing is because I didn't know if it was gonna fit mine, so I had to take it. At the end of the day, it's all the same shit, because if someone cut it, you can strip the wire, put a new pin on it, you can put it into a pin. I don't know if you guys know how to pin. You put it into one of those pins, and then you can put it back into the connector. You know what I mean? You could do something like that. There's all kinds of things you could do. But yeah, I'm debating. It's Sunday and I feel like doing something, and I'm debating on if I want to do this or not. At least it's one more thing knocked down, and then the other thing would be something else to knock down. But damn, now I'm really thinking. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do these to the bottom part at least, even if I gotta go over there just to get the truck part things, because then I'm cutting the part off the seat too, and if someone wants to see, then that don't work. In reality, I have a solution right here. Instead of giving someone else the problem, I can take care of the problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do this. It'll work, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, and then plus two, I don't know if you guys saw in the video yesterday, I have that thing and completely, I just didn't want to carry it maybe, or not only that, I really don't like remember it too much. That thing that I put one part to the positive, one part to the negative, turned it on, and now it has power. Well, now I can start taking seats and selling them. That was the biggest thing. But the only thing is I gotta cut the seat harness off. Well, no, because I have two extra wires too. I can have the clamp hold one side and stick the other one into the other side, and then it'll move. So I guess at the end of the day, I just like the idea that the other one clamps onto the wires itself, onto the wires that for the power directly. That's why I never really got the Dodge seats out, and I should have, because they were a nice set. I don't know if anyone really likes, if you're in Nevada, or if you live in any hot place, let me know. Do you feel like cloth is more popular, or do you feel like people get leather anyway? Because I know people have AC and everything, but let me know down below. Would you rather leather or nice cloth like I have? Like I have nice cloth. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wire this and then make sure it works. So let's go. Real quick, I have these, and I'm sliding this over before I pinch it onto the wire. I'm just going to shove the wire down through here, and it's going to pop out to the middle of that. The reason why I'm doing that is because when you pinch this first and then you try to slide this over, a tight one that'll fit tight, it won't fit because it's flared out. So just a little heads up, this one's like snug fit, and I want it to be a snug fit. So what I'm doing is on the ground side, because it's the side that's going to enter, I'm wiring these. So like this one I already did. See how when you pinch it flares? See that? And then that's already up there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape it too. So it's not gonna make much of a difference to tape it, to be honest with you. But it's more for a peace of mind and the fact that I guess it'll make it a little bit better, you know, less able to be snugged off. But I guess it doesn't need tape. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. But now I'm gonna do this side. I'm gonna shove this right here. So it's gonna go like that. See how I'm gonna shove it on, and it's gonna pop up right there. So I'm gonna get that done right now real quick. Alright, so I did what I told you guys. I put them inside of each other. So that one's inside that one, and then that one's inside of that one. And then, as you can see, they work. So that's a quick solution. If you don't have anything else, or don't want to spend money or buy anything, you can just get those for real cheap at auto parts store or Walmart, whatever. I got those from Walmart. I think it's like the Jumpstart brand. As you see, it all works, but I'm gonna go ahead and at least do 1 or 2 pieces of tape around those parts just so they don't accidentally bump each other. I'm just being cautious. I don't know if that's how it works, but I just rather be cautious so they don't bump each other. But they're very easy to pull in and out. So when I need to take this out again, which I probably will when I get the jump seat, I'm obviously gonna need to take it out, or actually just unbolt it. Cord's long enough, I could just unbolt it. So I guess at the end of the day, this is the easy, cheap way. But I'm gonna wrap 1 piece or 2 pieces of tape, make sure it's good, and then bolt the chair back in. Alright, that was a fucking mission. Took me a lot longer. So what they did is there's an orange cable that goes from that is under this, and then it goes under your butt to the bottom where all your seat. They had cut it, so then that power wire had became 2. So what they do is they get the power from the seat, and then they twist it with both sides of that power. They just split. So what they did is they split the main orange wire or whatever, right? The orange wire, because it's orange from the harness. They cut it in half, so it becomes 2, right? So then they get the seat wire, right? So this will be the two wires they cut, right? The wire that they cut, and it now becomes 2. Now they get this one from the seat, and they put it in like this and twist them all 3 together, so it like intercepts that power line but still goes through. So me not knowing that when I pulled it out, right, which I remember my wife was telling me, oh, it's probably with that one, it's probably with that one, and it just looked old. So I was like, nah, whatever, right? I wasn't listening. But then I remember too, I started thinking after she said that, she could be right, because I do remember seeing wires spliced like that before in this truck. So then I finally got it and I touched them. I put them all together, and then all of a sudden the seat starts moving all crazy. It was deciding to work and not work when it wants, because it was getting connection and losing connection, getting connection and losing connection. So I was like, fuck, something's wrong with the actual thing. And it took me so long. I wish I would have fucking knew that from the beginning, but I'm telling you guys so that way you know. It comes literally harness part that comes from right there. You have a harness part that comes from right there, from the harness, and it comes down like that and goes into under your seat. That's the one that they split, and it'll go under your seat. You'll literally see it through the harness. They like unraveled the harness and then cut that one and then spliced it, which I've seen them do before. So yeah, that's what it was. So now the seat, now my wife's seat, right now she has a whole seat. Let's see. So now it moves. Okay, so now everything works. Everything's good on the seat. I touched it a little bit, made it dirty, but whatever. Everything looks good. Matching back there as well. So now the seat works. After all that hard work, I was like, bro, it's really not gonna work for me right now. This is fucking crazy. And ended up working. But yeah, guys, that splicing idea still works great that I showed you. I actually could have left those and then just put my power wire from the seat to that power wire that I just told you guys I was cut in half. I could have just did that and then left that easy connect. But as I said, even if I get the middle jump seat, that's going to be the only time I really move it. Everything's like taped together and put together and blah blah blah, twisted together. I know how it works now, so if it comes undone, not a big deal. So now if I do take that out, well, I'm not gonna take it out. It'll just be to put the new jump seat when I get one, and then that's that. I'm not really gonna move it again. I'll vacuum, that's it, put new mats down on the carpet, and then that's that. So yeah, my wife has a seat belt, we all have a seat, everything's cool. So everything's cool. I did the dash, the seats, everything. So yeah, it bums me out too, because I literally, those splices that I told you, or that I did, those ones that I put together, I literally ripped them off. It was driving me crazy that I didn't know what it was, because like, bro, there's no crazy math to this. What the fuck? So I started pulling everything off. Maybe it's a weak connection, maybe it's so I ended up fucking doing the basic way that they already had it. Just ravel them together, bend it, fold it, and then twist the thing together some more, and then tape it down or shrink wrap it. So I literally took all that down for no reason, when I could have just cut that into my wire and made them both go together. But the thing is too, the wire that they cut, they left it like tiny, bro, like tiny, like so tiny that I had to put it in the middle of the other 2 wires and twist it together. It was like tiny, bro. It was like your pinky nail length. Like, you know, if you let your nails grow, a little less than that, but like from where your pinky skin ends to the top of the nail, the cuticle. But yeah, and I tried to fix the sunroof I hear noise, but it's not moving. I even fixed the wire. I even rewired that other one. So I'm gonna have to take the top down and then see what's different between the two, because the front one works, the back one doesn't. So I'm gonna see. I don't know too much about the sunroof thing. I kind of just fix what I see, and then that's that. But yeah, man, it was this problem took extra long for such the smallest thing, and that's why I'm here to be the dummy and tell you guys how things actually work for whatever's going on. Yeah, so your power seats, I mean, that's pretty easy. If you wanted to create your own power seat, you really can, because if that harness is running through under your seat anyways, it's the orange wire in the harness. You can splice that and put your seat, your seat that belongs in a different year, right? Like say it's a manual and it's one you do on your own, and it has a wire for whatever reason, you could, as long as, I don't know how to, never mind, I guess you can't, but you can't. Technically you can. Technically what I'm trying to say, you can put an electric in a manual setting is what I guess I'm trying to tell you. You can't put a manual setting and an electric and think it's going to turn electric. You can put an electric seat into a manual place, because you would just splice that wire that I just told you that comes from the harness that crosses through under your seat, and you can splice that, and then all of a sudden you have a power seat, if your harness doesn't have that already. But yeah, it's a cool little hack too. A lot of little things I learned. Now next I got to figure out why the turning signals stay lit up on the dash. He probably wired something else really stupid too in there. So I mean, I get it works, but you want longevity, you know. But anyways, until next time.